Hey everyone, Gaming ADI here. Welcome back to Icarus. I'd like to thank everyone who has been liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. Really helps out, guys. Thanks a lot. Right, so firstly, I recorded this whole video and I forgot to take the mute off the microphone. So I'm having to do a voiceover on it this time, which should be fun. So in the last episode, we finished the stairs, went over to the swamp biome, and I died, which wasn't my best way of getting back to this base, but it happened, so we have to live with it. So yeah, a few of you commented on it, saying about how big that other cave was, which yes it is, it was huge. And someone said about how it was a great way of getting back to the old base, which yeah, I really didn't want to do that, but there you go. So in this episode, we are going to go out looking for the scoria, which I wanted to do before I died, and hopefully find the scoria that we need to be able to upgrade the other base. So yeah, good. This is really awkward doing a voiceover to a video. Really awkward. But yeah, so obviously I've got to wait for this rain to stop before I go out. But once it finishes, I will be making my way over to the other base. I also traded in all of the red exotics that we got, so you can see there we've got 1600 red exotics now, which is quite nice. So there's various things that we could probably get from the workshop now. So now obviously I'm running over to the other base, and I've got to be really careful because I haven't got any weapons on me. I literally just ate some food and then decided to go for it. This was a little bit dodgy because obviously I couldn't fix that up and it had been hit by the weather. I hear some creatures behind me, but I just need to keep going, because I can't afford to get eaten by any creatures. So yeah, and then when we get into here, I'm actually looking around for some torches that aren't lit, and I swear that there are some that are missing, but who knows. And then we come out the other side, and now I'm just watching that spider down there, making sure he gets attacked by a redback, and then we are heading back over to the base. It's at this point I noticed that I seem to have an animal in the base. So he seems to be glitching into the rock. He's obviously spawned in the base and I can't get him out. So I try and push him, which really doesn't work that well. It gets him off the rock, but it doesn't get him out the gate, and he just won't go where I want him to go. So I decide to leave him. I leave the gate open just in case he makes his way out, but we'll see when we come back. Come on, move, move. No, he's not going nowhere. So here we are back at the base, and I need to go and get my body so I can get all of my stuff back, because the heat is starting to go up. Obviously I'm just in a basic survival suit, which is not good for anyone. So we come down here, and as I'm getting my suit, I see a cave. Or what I think is a cave at the time. So I'm going to pick my suit up. And then we are going to go and have a butcher's. Make sure we've got everything on. And then we'll go and have a butcher's at the cave. Eat some food. Just in case. Just in case something attacks me. There we go. So we have a cave that is right under the base as well. Put some lights on. Thank you. It'd be nice if we could drill down from the top into this cave. So we had a different way of getting in. Because, I mean, the base is on top of it. So why not? I think it'd be a great way of doing things. Just drill down into the voxels. Obviously I make the hole a lot bigger than it actually needs to be. Come on, dumbass, just get in there. And we get a level as well. Level 60. Again. Nice. About time they started upping them, I think. I've been at level 60 for ages. Get the last little bit. There we go. Get your gun out. Because you know there are going to be worms in here. Make sure you're loaded. And away we go. So we've got some ores in there straight away. We've got some iron and some aluminium. Or aluminum if you're in the States. So there's one little one that I couldn't see because he's hidden behind the rock. And it looks like there's a stream of lava coming down in the background there as well. That's it. We're just looking out for other worms that are likely to appear, because you know there's going to be some that just pop out of nowhere. You can hear them, but you can't always see the little gits. So we've got some obsidian, some more iron, a lava lake. Don't want to drop down there. So let's walk around. That I thought was a deep mine, but it's not. It's just the surroundings of the obsidian. So we'll come down there. There's some exotics there, just on my right. Take the worms out, and bingo, we hit the exotics. And now we've got a deep mine for sulfur, I believe. Is that sulfur? I don't know. The screen's really small that I'm watching to play this back on. And we've got a coal one as well. So 2 deep mines in one cave, which is quite cool. Don't think I've ever seen that before. Another bit of obsidian. Another worm. So we've got lots of ores in. I think we've got something of everything in here. Except scoria. Which is the thing that we want. We've got coal. We've got iron. We've got platinum. So we might as well have a mine up as we're in here, because it'd be rude not to. So I'm only taking the simple ores that I can find here. So just the ones that I don't need ramps for, don't need to do a lot of jumping for. We come out, I think, well, might as well take the silica as well. And that little bit of iron. And then make our way back up to the base, because obviously My health is going down because I'm using the miasmic pickaxe. So we come into here and we need to drop all that miasmic crusty stuff off. But as you can see, it's pretty full. So we need to do a bit of juggling. And yeah, it's just juggling stuff around, taking a bit out, bit in, bit out, bit out. For some reason on this episode, I've got this habit of clicking on the wrong inventory as well. And putting stuff back into my inventory that I want to be taking out. Like an idiot. But yeah, so basically taking out, putting in, making sure I get rid of all that miasmic stuff. We are definitely running out of storage at the minute. I need to be making some more storage bins. Some cupboards. Which I will probably do in the next episode at some point. So now we've got all that sorted. Now I go over and I think, what the hell have I done with all this storage? And then look in there, that's pretty full as well. So we're just going to have a bit of a play around with the with what's stored where. So that's an empty bin. We could put all the ores in there, or the ingots, whatever you want to call them. We could put them all in there. And that gives us more room to throw the raw ores back into here. Let's do the iron first. I don't know why I always do iron first. I always seem to get the iron going first before anything else. It doesn't really make any difference because it's all going to get done. Obviously I hit salt and that puts it all into alphabetical order, so all that iron that I put first made no difference because then copper jumped in front of it. Again, just trying to figure out where to put what. Put the aluminium in, hit salt again, that'll put the aluminium at the front. Because when you salt it seems to put it in alphabetical order. I guess you can change it, I think you can at the top there. So we just have a quick look at the storage. Where am I going to put all this stuff? Because I am quickly running out of places to put stuff. I'm not even sure. I can't make any of those cupboards over here either. Because I haven't got the right bench. So here's that redback. He didn't make his way out. He just got stuck on the cliff. So the only way to do it is to put him out of his misery. And then just watch him tumble down the cliff. Someone will eat him. He'll go into the food chain somewhere. Bless him. And then we'll have something to eat. You have something to eat? Yeah, let's have something to eat. Let's munch away. Obviously carrying that miasmic stuff takes your health down quite quickly. And then what do I do now? Do I have a little bit of a kip? Oh, water, yeah. Obviously I hadn't put my water flask back into my water slot, but that's in there now. And then we take the ore scanner, because obviously we need to be looking for scoria. So I'm going to put it onto scoria. And I think at this point I was thinking, should I go over to the swamp biome and start looking for the scoria over there? Because there's nothing to say I'm going to find a scoria deep mine in this lava biome. You know, I've got just as much chance of finding it in the grasslands or the swamp. So now what I'm looking at is where are we going to go to try and find this scoria. So I think the scanner has roughly about a block scanning range to it, so one of those grid squares. So if I was going to get close to the swamp, then I could probably find it from within the lava zone. But then I think I'm going to go the other way towards that little lake, because then that should cover most of that lava zone that I've got there. So that's what I decide to do. So I come out here, keeping the scanner on me, of course. And then we go and look for scoria. And yes, I do see that little bit of scoria next to me on the right. But we have picked up a signal. So we're going to start heading towards it. But then I think to myself, hold on a minute. This is a fine example of how we can find out. Do I pick it up now? Yeah, let's pick it up now. So we mine this scoria. And I probably whinge about how much energy it takes out of you when you're using the sledgehammer and blah blah blah. Of course, it's the miasmic sledgehammer, so it's starting to hurt us straight away. And yeah, so that's gonna keep losing us health straight away, which is not good. Come on, wield that sledgehammer a bit more. There we go. Right, so let's go and find that deep mining scoria node. But then I think to myself, hold on, we can now figure out what sort of range this thing's got. So after a while, I get to a certain point and then go, no, let's turn around again and go back. So I go back and take that right down to, I think, about 1%. It might even go to 0%. And give us an idea of how far of a range we've got. Go on, down a little bit more. A little bit more. Can we take it to 0? We're at 0. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at the map. And we can see where we are. We're right next to that little bit of white rocky stuff on the map. Do I zoom in? You going to zoom in? Make it easy for people to see? No. And then we're going to run over to where the scoria is. It's not very far. It doesn't take you that long to cover one of these grids. Shoot a boar on the way. I don't know why I didn't get him in one shot. That's very poor. That's it. Come on, keep running. Nearly there. Look, it's there. It's there on your left. You just run past it. It's amazing how much more you can see when you're watching the video back. And there it is. So we can open the map up, and we can see that it's probably, what, half a grid? Maybe 3/4 of a grid. That's roughly the scanning range of that thing. So it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And of course, before we came out, I brought the drill and the 2 wind turbines. I think about putting it up on the rock, but I'm like, no, do you know what? Sod it. Can't be asked. Because I don't think animals attack these. They might attack it every now and then, but I haven't had any of these attacked from being outside yet. And then we get our tool, our electric tool, and just connect them up. And now we have scoria being mined for us, which is lovely. And then over in the background, it looks like there's a cave. So that's doing 1.3 a minute, which isn't an awful lot. I don't know if there's a better drill we can get for that to make that go faster, but I wasn't expecting scoria to be a fast drill. So here's another cave. So I think, why not? We're here. Let's go have a look at it. Put my light on, which is not going to have long left. Now this time I just make a bit of a little hole, just big enough for me to get through, rather than opening up a passage the size of the Suez Canal. That's it, you got that now. A little bit there. There we go. Right. Gun out. Light on. Watch out for worms. So we got some platinum. 2 worms. They're gone. We got some aluminium over there. Health is slowly going down as well because I've got that noxious crust on me. We go through here, looking out for more worms. There's another one. We've got some more platinum. Anything up there? Aluminium. I think what I'm doing... Oh, look. Deep mine of platinum. More worms. So now we've got a deep mine of sulfur, coal, and platinum. I don't know how good that's going to do us. What I'm doing here, obviously, is going through, taking out the worms as we go. Can't see him. So I run back out the way like a chicken. Oh, that literally just skimmed my head. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm running around taking out the worms and obviously looking for the exotics as well. Because every cave now seems to have exotics in it. Another quick check around. Looking around. Have we got everything now? Have we got all the worms? These caves just tend to go round in a bit of a circle anyway. And then after a while, once I'm happy with the cave, we will start mining. Bingo! Right, so at this point I decide that my health is going down way too quick, and I can't do anything about it because the food that I've got is not good enough to bring my health back up. Nice head over heels there by the drac. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to base, stopping by the scoria on the way because, you know, it's not an emergency or anything. You're not going to die. Taking out a few creatures. It always seems to be that when you're in a rush to get somewhere, that's when the creatures will be around. So I'm trying to get back to base as quickly as possible. But the health is dropping quite quickly as well. It's quite a big chunk of health that takes off every time it flashes red on the screen. Around the edges. And it takes off quite a big chunk of health. And I think there's only certain foods that will actually do anything with it. To like bring your health back up. And here I make a mistake. Because I should have gone straight on. But instead, I go up the hill. Now we've got the health low flat sign flashing up. I finish off my food that I've got on me, which does absolutely nothing. And then I decide I need to drop off this noxious crust. Because otherwise I am not going to make it back. So I drop it all off here. But the thing I'm worried about is, does it despawn? Or will it stay there long enough for me to get back to base, sort myself out, and then come back for it? Which I don't know. I'm also worried because I'm still losing health, even though I've dropped it all off. That health is still flashing up around. So I have a bit more food. Make sure I've still got nothing on me, because sometimes it hides down the bottom. Have some of the tonics. But yeah, they do a little bit, but nothing major. I've still got all that stuff around the edge of the screen, which is telling me that I'm still damaged. I think here I've realised that I've gone the wrong way. Do I pick this up? So I mark it on the map. Oh, I didn't realise I've gone the wrong way there. Okay. What I was doing with that was I was marking on the map, so when I come back, I know where to go back to get the ores. Do a bit of jumping around, and then I realise, oh crap, I'm too high. Let's go back. Because I'm an idiot. But I think the health by now is starting to go back up again. It's still low. We're still in the yellow. And now I'm like, can I take them back? Should I run back? How far have I got to go? I've got nothing more to eat. Should I risk it? Risk it for a biscuit? And then decide, you know what? No, sod it. Let's go. Come on. It's no good looking at them. I don't know exactly what I was doing here. I'm just trying to make my mind up whether to go or whether to pick them up. I think what I'm doing is I'm just waiting for that health to go up just a little bit more, but it's so slow in going up. There's the base pointing at it there. Can I get from here to there with the amount of health I've got picking up these ores? Because I think they're going to despawn. That's my worry, is will they despawn before I get back from base? Making sure I've got nothing on me. Come on, make your mind up. Will they despawn? Answers in the comm field below. So I have another tonic, which does absolutely bugger all. And now it's getting dark, and my torch is nearly out, so I decide to leave them there and head back to base. Rightly or wrongly. So the base isn't that far away. But obviously, you know, going the right way would have helped in the first place. I do like that shot of if you shoot something while you're running, and then as the camera follows in for the bullet, and then you see yourself run past. I quite like that. It's the little things that make things good. Come on, keep running. You can see the base from here. The health is going up now. You can see it's gone back to like a light greeny colour now. So we're going to be okay. But I'm still worried about those ores, because there's a lot of ores sitting there. Bearing in mind, most of them you get 5 ores for each one noxious crust. That's a lot of ores sitting there, and exotics were there as well. And I think this is where I go wrong. Is it at this bit? Oh no, let's drop everything off first. So we drop off our ores, take out the stuff that's already been smelted. Try and decide which storage bin it all goes in. Yep, that's still running. Decided to empty it out because it was full, so nothing was actually getting cleaned because I had too much stuff in there. But yeah, I definitely need to be sorting out these storage bins. I need to get a few more cupboards up and running, so it's going to be a trip back to the old base until I get proper benches set up over here. Come on, drop it all off. Yeah, this is where I have a bit of a sort out of the cupboards. I thought I did it earlier, but this is where I do it now. Basically just trying to make more space. We're just so short on space and so we've got so much stuff over here. So I think future editor me will probably edit this out because you don't want to see me moving stuff around. So at this point I decide let's go get those ores and then all know it's dark, I'm scared, let's have a sleep. And I think that was the mistake I made. So we had a sleep, we came out, we looked at something that killed itself on the gate, on the spikes, which is one of those, they are redbacks, aren't they? Redbacks? I was going to say bareback, but that's something completely different. So we take that. Come on, that's it. Good. Go and drop the food in there. Always got to empty out my inventory. And then stuff in there, so leather can go in there, bones can go in there, and the fur for some strange reason. I don't know why I've put the fur into the material processor. And then a little bit of sulfur to get rid of, which is in one of these. There it is. And then we're going to go back and see whether our ores are there. So while we're running over there, this video is obviously going to be a little bit shorter. Well, actually, I don't think it is it? I can't see no, I don't think it's going to be that much shorter. It's been a different experience narrating over my own video like this. Probably not something I want to do again. But let me know if you think it was better or how you think it went, because, you know, I might very well forget to take the mic off mute again and have to do this again. And if I know how you guys feel about it, I know whether I should just re-record the video or should I just do a voiceover. But it's been a very, very strange experience. So, I've got the marker on my compass at the top there. The little red marker that I dropped. And as we come up to it, we can see the ores have gone. So they did despawn. And I think it was me going to sleep that made them despawn. Which is a real shame because, like I say, there was a lot of ores there. But it is what it is. You know, for next time, probably take more food with me next time. That will make a bit of a difference. If we do have that noxious crust on me, or like a lot of you keep saying, take an animal, put all the noxious crust in the animal. You keep telling me to do that, but I'm not sure how the animals will last in the lava biome. Obviously getting them over here will be a bit of a hassle. I'm going to have to build proper walkways coming over all the lava and everything else through the cave that we come through. So I probably need some scoria walkways for that, and probably some ramps. So it's not impossible, but I don't know how they would. I presume they'll be okay. because I'd probably bring a mower over. But yeah, so we have opened up that little bit of map there, and what I'm saying there is I'm wondering if there's another cave through to like the Arctic. So I'm just about to run down here and pick up whatever's in that scoria deep mining drill, which isn't a lot, let's face it. It's only doing like 1.333 a minute, which is not a lot. It's not that fast. If any of you know of any faster drills we can get, that would be great. But for now, I think we're going to call that a day on this video. So thank you very much for watching this different type of video. It's been an experience. But yeah, if you've got any comments, leave them in the comments field below. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. We're still trying to get up to that 200 by the end of the year. We haven't got long left. And I'll catch you in the next episode. See you later, guys.